Hello and welcome to the top 50 tracks of all time. We are currently about to announce number 30. So we're getting there. 20 down. It's a mover. It's moved down 6 places. It was number 24 10 years ago. Comes from this particular album. If you don't know what that one is, it is called Is a Woman, and the artist is Lamb Chop. This, bizarrely enough, was this all started with me and my wife Atina and her little sister Berlin visiting our other sister Viviane in France. And while we were there, we did a bit of driving around and checking out different cities. And it was in Bordeaux that I remember seeing this plastered over an entire scaffolding area of a building site. So there are probably about 40 of these stuck up. And I just thought, what a fantastic cover. Then I read underneath that it was Lamb Chop and thought, it's not really an artist I'm that bothered about. So you can't realistically buy an album based on the cover. You know, the old adage, never judge a book by its cover. So what was the first thing I did when I got back to Sweden? Yes, I went out and bought the album. And have not regretted it since. This is truly one of the greats as a complete album. You know, the music, it's hard to describe it when you think there's like 13 musicians involved in this one album, and this is definitely not a case of too many cooks spoiling the broth. I think this works very, very well. The track I've chosen here is My Blue Wave. Very melancholic. Seems to be from the perspective of a dog, which gives me a little. I think part of the song is from the dog's perspective, and obviously there's from the person's perspective as well. The protagonist talks about people dying and negativity, and that's what the My Blue Wave is. But it kind of gave me a little bit of a flashback to Paul Auster, who had his novel Timbuktu, which is all from the perspective of a dog. So there was just little hints there. Also, Kurt Wagner, the lead singer's voice, is fantastic in this. It's very slow. It's very long as well. One of the longest tracks, 7 minutes and 52 seconds. Released in 2002. I said I was going to get better at this. This was actually, if my music producers class, who I'm friends with quite a few of, if you remember, we had one of the projects I gave you right at the end of the course was to write a little essay for me about a track I had to listen to and why I had to listen to it. So you were going to suggest a track for me, and you were going to have to write about and argue why I needed to listen to that particular track. Then what happened is, without you knowing I was going to do it, I compiled them all of your texts in a little booklet, and I added my own, which at that time was this track, Lamb Chop, My Blue Wave, because I'd just got into it about a year or two before, and I was kind of obsessed with it at that time, so decided that all of you needed to listen to it. So if you remember that, you can write a comment about that. Haven't heard from you much so far, so now I've given you all a shout out. We'll expect to see some comments flying in. Anyway, this was number 30, so we're running out of songs. Stay with it. Stay with me. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.